Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to part 8 of my full platinum walkthrough for A Plague Tale Requiem. Right, so this is chapter 8. We're picking up right up at the beginning of the chapter. So there's going to be lots of cutscenes and things like that in this one. There is actually one of those chapter-specific trophies in this one. It's very short. You can see this one's only 17 and a bit minutes here. Yeah, there's lots of walking, not much else really. So the first thing you want to do on this ship is you can walk around, speak to everyone, but to move things forward, go and speak to Sophia at the top. There's going to be lots of cutscenes I'm cutting out here, but you go speak to Sophia, then you go over to Hugo automatically during the cutscene, and then to carry on and land, you need to go and speak to Sophia again, and then she'll take you to the dock, and then eventually we'll be on the dock and moving forward. All very takes a long time. There's a lot of cutscene and talking and dialogue, and there's all little bits you can go and look at on the ship as well if you want. So obviously don't rush through it. You want to take it all in. And yes, eventually we'll be on the island, which if you've seen Midsummer, almost couldn't get there. It's very reminiscent of that. When we get there, oh no, we'll turn around and talk to you for a bit. I've just cut that out as well. That's a minute or so of dialogue there, and then we've got the chance to walk really slowly through a fair. So we can go either right or left. There's one on each side. I couldn't make my mind up, but we're going left first. There's a feather on one side, and then there's a souvenir on the other. So we're going to do both of those. As you can sort of get a feel for what sort of chapter this is, can't you? It's a calm before the storm type of chapter, where there's just nothing really going on in it, just a break in the midpoint of the game to take things in a bit. So this guy's going to get in my way. Good stuff. Yeah, so you can talk to the people around the village as well. You want to do that. But we're going around this way, and away we can actually run a little bit. And then underneath this tree, you're going to find feather number 3. This is black kite.
A bird of prey, I'd say. Small one. Fast predators, smart as hell.
That'll suit you. Here.
Looking good, shorty.
And we're just going to pin that onto Hugo there.
What a predator you make.
And now we're going to run to the other side of the market. There we go. So that's 7 of 12 of Hugo's collection done. Just 5 more of those to go. Oh no, we've got walking slowly again. So yeah, the game does speed up. There's actually going to be, I think there's 3 chapters where there's nothing to actually pick up. There's no collectibles or anything. So those will be coming up shortly as well. I think it's 12, 14 and 15 if I remember rightly. Don't quote me on that. I've not done the videos yet. But yeah, they're going to be very sort of quick videos where there's just sort of set pieces happening. Nothing to really pick up or anything. And then the final chapter itself, there's nothing to find in that one either. So there's going to be a few videos and chapters where it is very quick. But having said that, the next video, chapter 9, is, I don't know if it'll be the longest, but it's definitely the most open chapter. Right, we're on the other side of the marketplace. Jesus, get there eventually. And then you'll have the prompt here appear when we're in front of the goats. And this is going to be Souvenir number 13, Silent Lucinda. And Hugo, yeah, because that's the most scary thing you've ever seen, Hugo. He falls over when when the goat bleats at him. That's when he falls over and panics. Not the horrendous amount of death he's seen throughout his short life. So there we go. There's Silent Lucinda. And now we're going to go and get a trophy and another souvenir. They're actually tied together here. But the trophy is called Perfect Throw. I'm sure you can sort of imagine what we've got to do here. There's going to be a stall a bit further up, and we have to finish the game. Similar to the other chapter right at the beginning where we had to throw the, I think it was jars at the blocks there as well. It's jars this time around. So just push on up here until you get the stairs on the left, and then we're going to go down there. So if you do fail this, you can restart checkpoint, or Failing that, if anything else goes wrong, you can just use chapter select and just jump back into this chapter again and retry it. But it's simple enough. You just got to throw all 4 of these jars through all 4 of these crowns, they call them. So yeah, start from left and go right. It's simple enough. To know that your jar is going to go through, look for your aiming reticle to be sort of dotted as if it's filling in. There, you can just see it's dotted at the bottom end of the crown. That means it's going through. You can't see it on this third one because it's just going to hit straight through there. But on this last one, I try and sort of show you a bit. So that's not going through, that's not going through. And then you move it up and you see it's dotted now. That means it's going through. And once you've done all 4, you'll get the trophy Perfect Throw. And souvenir number 14, which is called Flower Crown. And that is pretty much it for this chapter. There is a tool chest and then the chapter specific trophy for finishing the chapter, but apart from that there is nothing else to find really. But there's going to be a lot of walking involved, walking and stopping and taking in like this. Don't run off, we've got places to go. But like I said at the start, this is a full platinum guide, so any gameplay I'm going to be here, I'm going to leave it in. I'll probably, once we have the little chase sequence out of the way, yes, there is going to be a chase. You knew it was going to go bad. Once that sort of ends, there's going to be a really long walking and talking section again. So when that kicks in, I'll probably leave it from there because there's literally nothing to say about that. But for now, we're just kind of walking around and following the path. It's linear, so you can't get lost because there's people blocking your way to stop you going the wrong way. So there's a little dance section here. If you keep an eye on the women on the left,
I see that. You know how to dance this, Anna?
those 3, oh, it's 2 women and a man. When they move away, that means you can go and carry on. There we go. And then Hugo's going to annoyingly run off, so we've got to do this little bit again. This little bit. Throw some flowers over the balcony.
We're just in time. Say, would you like to bless them with flowers? I just threw some at them.
And Hugo being Hugo is going to take it that step too far again and just throw them all over. God, I hate other people's children. Oh no, they're fine. On we go. Carrying on, we're nearly there now. We're going to go around the corner and then we're going to go up the stairs. I think it's stairs at this point. Yeah, up the stairs and then we're into it. And then there's going to be a cutscene and that's going to lead straight into a chase sequence. It's only a very short one. But yeah, I'll not spoil it right now. But yeah, moving straight on into the chase sequence now. So after the, yeah, you can see what's happening there. Ono is fighting. And we are running. So go to the right. Obviously, it's quite obvious. It shows you where to go. Go where the red crosses aren't. And then through this door. And then she barricades the door, but there's a huge open window over there. Anyway, cutscene then. And then we'll be outside, and this is where we can get the tool chest. And this is going to be almost wrapping up now. Past the donkeys. Up and over. I'm going to send Hugo through the hole.
Take care of it, Hugo.
While he's doing that, we'll just have a quick rummage around in here, see what we can find. I'm all stocked up, so I can just grab that. You do need to go. This is where you need to go for the right place here. Just checking in while we're waiting for Hugo. So their opportunism is at number 3 at stage 3. Just ticked over at the end of that previous video.
By the way, why did Arno attack the Count?
He said that it's because of the Count that his shield is broken.
Nope, the cow doesn't like that.
Come on. Up we go. All right.
And up we go.
Good. Now,
So the tool chest is around here. We do need to come up here. We're going to go the opposite way in a minute.
see what's inside.
So come over here and grab this first. And I do an upgrade. Yes, I do one now. Crossbow's done, instruments are done, so it's kind of up to you really. Just have a look at you can actually look at all three phases while they're still locked as well. I'm going to go for the bomb, so we can now do ignifer bombs using jars, which is quite handy. I'll probably go for the latter one there as well. It's just going to help with combat. Not that it's going to be particularly difficult. But if you want to carry more jars and things like that, then go for that one. Alright, so when we drop down here, there's going to be it's quite an odd section, this one, really. There's nothing else like this in the game. But we're going to get attacked by, I think it's a falcon, a bird of prey. Falcons are a bit smaller than that, aren't they? I don't know what kind of... Yeah, it is a falcon. So, Dark Souls 2, Falconeer. So it's a weird stealth section. So, what you want to do is use your hand and throw rocks at these metal crates over here. You can actually run quite a distance, so you got to get its attention, but do hide because it one-shot kills you. It's weird, this section. And just keep doing that. It's very simple. Just make sure you duck and stay close as well. Try and get close to the cover. When you see the bird fly off and it's not near you, you're clear because it does like straight lines. So don't go too quickly there because it can swoop. You can go into its line. There it goes again. So just one more will do it. Just don't run into its path and you'll be fine. Yeah, it's a weird section, that. It's the only type like that in the game. But I suppose it breaks things up a bit. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for this one. We're just going to go up the stairs here. Back to Oh No, who's still fighting. And then there's going to be a cutscene. And everything's going to calm down again, I suppose. So after a big long cutscene, we'll be at this section here. And this is just literally walking and talking for about 5 minutes. And cutscenes and things like that. There's nothing for me to say. There's nothing for you to do or see that you're going to miss. It's all scripted. You go through here and then you get offered some dates. You eat some dates. Then you leave the hall. Then you go see a statue and you interact with that for a bit. And then you go upstairs and you go to your room and you go to bed. That's pretty much it. That's what the next 5 minutes is. So there's no point me staying around. I will leave it in because it is gameplay. But yeah, don't worry about missing anything and just get to the end of the chapter. Right, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
During the brighter days, all the people of Lacuna are one, united around the Child of Embers.
So?
I love it.
Haha, a bon vivant.
Be careful, they're very rich.
So where are you from?
Requiem. We fled the war and the plague. We came here hoping for a better life. And we heard of this island.
You were right to come here. Let's keep going. You must be tired after this adventure.
It's amazing.
I know. Can't wait to see our room.
Agnes, go get a room ready for 2, please.
Certainly, Mother.
She's her mummy.
No, it's symbolic.
And these are our gardens. My favorite part.
Splendid.
Finally, they cleaned the basins.
Yes, aren't they nice?
You're quite young for such a long trip. Where are your parents?
Mummy is somewhere, but Dad was killed.
By who? How?
Hugo.
Victor, don't be so military.
You know me.
Come next to me, Hugo.
Yes.
You see those plants? Most of them are not from here, but we managed to make them grow anyway.
And they look great.
Thanks to a lot of love and care. We are just like them, you know?
We drink water.
And we need a good soil, love and care. This land is open to you if you wish to keep growing here. But of course the big sister will decide. Right, Amicia?
Thank you so much. Those were kind and true words.
Let me show you something else. Victor?
Of course, my
Come,
love.
Hugo.
The land here is strong. The Child of Embers breathes life into it. We created the brighter days to celebrate him, in the hope he'll come back to us, as it is foretold.
To us, his mother and father.
And to the people. We pray to him, not as a god, but as our long-sleeping child. We love and revere him, to revive his flame.
Amicia, on the stone. It's the bird.
Wait.
Would you pray with me? You can do it in your own way.
Sure. Hugo?
I'll pray to the bird.
A humble flame, to light his night. And may he rise, a sun, so bright.
So bright.
So bright.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Shall we go?
Sorry, Mother. Could we take some time to pray for our father? Hugo?
Yes.
Of course. I understand. I'll wait for you. Come when it is done.
Dear Father.
Hugo, is it really your bird? Take a good look at it.
Oh, yes. I feel it. It has the same beak. And I just know it.
Good. Very good. Let's go back to them. And no word about that to anybody here, right? It's our secret.
I know.
Is everything ready for tomorrow?
Yes? The new robes look wonderful. It will be perfect.
Excuse me.
Shall we go?
Sure.
I must say, we appreciate that you paid homage to the child so willingly.
Every child bears the future of the world. One child can change everything.
That is very true. Here it is.
Go on.